Hey, how's it going, everybody? And remember, before we start, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more. Very key here. I definitely want to get more into all of ETFs, stocks, and all that, but I can only do that with you subscribing to the channel. If that doesn't happen, I can't continue uploading videos anymore. So while SCHD is widely considered a solid long-term investment, there are certain factors or scenarios where SCHD could potentially cost you thousands of dollars. And we're going to get to that right now. And before, again, we start, remember to subscribe. All right, so in terms of missed opportunities, tax implications, or higher fees, here are a few ways in which this could potentially happen. All right. So missed capital gains from growth stocks. The opportunity cost, of course, SCHD focuses on dividend-paying established companies, which tend to be more stable but may not experience the same growth rates as more aggressive growth stocks or tech stocks. So that's really key here. If you exclusively invest in SCHD and avoid growth-oriented ETFs or stocks, you could miss out on potentially higher returns over time. And I always say, the best way to to invest in any sort of stocks or ETFs or whatever is to really diversify. Okay. Here's an example, by the way. Suppose you decide to invest only in SCHD and ignore high growth sectors like technology or biotech. While SCHD might provide steady income, stocks in sectors like technology, like Apple, Microsoft, Google, have historically outperformed dividend-paying stocks in terms of capital appreciation. This opportunity cost could mean thousands of dollars in potential gains. Let's take a look at that more. High taxes on dividends is another one. I have my notes here. Tax implications. SCHD is a taxable dividend-paying ETF, meaning the dividends you receive will be taxed based on your income level. If you're a higher tax bracket, you may pay a substantial amount in taxes more on these dividends, potentially diminishing your overall returns. Qualified dividends, SCHD pays a qualified dividend, which are typically taxed at a lower rate than the ordinary income, ranging from 0% to 20% depending on your tax bracket. However, you're a higher income tax bracket, you may still pay a significant amount of tax. The ordinary income tax is if dividends from SCHD are subject to ordinary income tax rates because you're in a higher tax bracket. This could significantly eat into your returns. Example, let's just say SCHD paid you $2,000 in dividends in 1 year and you're taxed at a rate of 24%. You now owe $480 in taxes, leaving you with just $1,520 of your income. Fees and expenses. Here we go. Now we're really getting into it. Expense ratio. SCHD has a relative, and by the way, somebody actually commented about the expense ratio. So here you go. We'll talk about it right now. Expense ratio. SCHD has a relatively low expense ratio, boom, of 0.06%, which is good compared to most actively managed funds. There we go. We talked about it. I made that comment. They're very happy just now. If you invest $100,000 in SCHD, you'll pay about $60 per year in fees, 0.006% of $100,000. However, okay, so yeah, we're good on that. That's enough. Not reinvesting in dividends, miss compound growth. Reinvestment opportunity if you don't take advantage of what the hell? I don't know what the hell this is. All right, enough of that. I don't even know why I wrote that. I don't know. We're just kind of winging it at this point, man. I'm tired. Market downturns and timing risk. Risk of timing. If you invest in SCHD at the wrong time, you could be at risk of losing a significant portion of your investment if the market or the sector experiences a downturn. While SCHD is relatively stable and focuses on dividend-paying companies, it's still subject to overall market conditions. If you buy SCHD right before a market crash, the value of your holdings could drop significantly. Okay. Inflation erosion. Inflation risk. SCHD invests in a established dividend. Oh yeah, right. Dividend-paying companies, which might not grow as quickly as more inflation-sensitive or growth-oriented sectors. Withdrawal penalties, early withdrawal penalties, if you that sort of thing. If you hold SCHD in a tax-deferred retirement account like an IRA, 401k, whatever, and you withdraw funds before reaching retirement age, you can face substantial penalties, 0 to 10%. Early withdrawal penalty plus income tax on the distribution. This could cost you thousands of dollars in unnecessary penalties. All right. I mean, that's how to minimize risks, tax planning, diversify, reinvest dividends, be aware of timing. All those are good. Okay. Conclusion. While SCHD is a solid dividend-generating ETF, missed opportunities and growth tax implications, fees, timing risk can potentially cost you thousands over the long term. Beware of these factors, employing strategies. Okay, you get the point. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.